The day of my wedding, a day I envisioned since childhood, turned into a nightmare. I stood in my crisp white suit, heart racing as I scanned the crowd for familiar faces. My fiancé, radiant and full of love, beamed at me from the altar, but the joy of the moment was shattered by the glaring absence of my family. The empty seats where they should have been felt like a physical blow. Their rejection, cold and unyielding, reverberated in my chest, a painful reminder of their disapproval. After the ceremony, while others toasted and celebrated, I felt a chasm open beneath me. I left determined to find my worth beyond their judgment. I immersed myself in my writing, pouring my heart into the pages of a memoir about love and acceptance. Each sentence was a brick laid in the foundation of my new life, fortifying my spirit against the winds of their disdain. I traveled, met incredible people who embraced me, and learned to see beauty in the world through a lens untainted by my family's rejection. Years later, I became a best-selling author. My memoir resonated with readers from every corner, drawn to the message of hope and resilience. But the pain of that lonely wedding day never fully dissipated. Each triumph felt bittersweet in the shadow of my family's absence. I found success, but part of me still yearned for their acceptance. When I returned home for the first time after my book's release, the silence was palpable. My parents had invited me for dinner, a tentative olive branch perhaps, but the air was thick with unspoken words. The dining table, beautifully set, felt like a battleground. My family sat in their usual spots, their eyes avoiding mine, as if they were afraid that even the slightest glance would shatter the fragile peace. I cleared my throat, the weight of my triumph heavy in my heart. "I wrote a book," I announced, my voice steady yet tender. They looked at me, eyebrows raised, a flicker of curiosity breaking through the silence. "It's about love and acceptance," I continued, my pulse quickening. I could feel their skepticism, but I pushed forward. "I've learned that love is not always about blood. It's about the family we choose and the journey to find ourselves." Their expressions softened slightly, but the silence lingered. I didn't need their approval to validate my experience. I'd embraced that long ago. Yet as I looked at my penates still, I ached for connection. With each passing second, the chasm began to bridge, not through anger or resentment, but by the simple act of my existence, a truth they could no longer ignore. In that quiet moment, I realized I wasn't returning to confront them. I was there to offer them a chance to understand. And for the first time, I felt the weight of my journey lift, leaving space for something new to blossom, a chance for reconciliation, not in words, but in the shared silence of acceptance.